Welcome back to the Sip and Tea podcast. Today's episode is called
Steep Thoughts.
And so we thought it'd be so much fun. And also we have a special guest. This is Isabella. She is one of my closest friends.
Hi.
But yeah, I was like, oh, it would be so much fun to have you on the podcast because
Yes. Well, thank you for having me. Thank you.
yeah,
I appreciate
we're
it.
also matching.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we even have matching skirts. We got
The cute shirt. And we even had like little cowboy boots to match them.
I know, it was so cute. Well, do we want to pour our Starbucks?
Yes.
We changed it up this week.
You got to remember what your drink was. So we ended up getting Starbucks because Starbucks is good. So, okay, let me remember. I got a lavender, oat milk, matcha, green tea, I think.
Yeah.
Latte?
I don't know. What does it say?
Oh, it says it! Okay. What's GR stand for?
Gluten-free.
I don't think so. Gluten-free? No. Okay, I'll just say. So it's oat milk, lavender, matcha. Latte.
Oh, matcha.
Thank you.
Okay, mine is it's a grande.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, mine is a blackberry sage lemonade.
And that one, okay. This was okay, but that's amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Delicious. But
Okay.
and we're gonna pretend this is not coming out of a Starbucks plastic cup. Oh, I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself.
This is actually coming out pretty good. Oh, cool. Okay, we're gonna come back in just a second. Okay, so do you want to do a recap of the day? Because we had like a little bit of an adventure this morning.
Yes, so we went to Lawrence today. Down and what did we do? Oh, I forgot. Okay, we went to the Roost, which is like a breakfast place, and I got corned beef hash, I believe, and it was so good. I had some sourdough bread, and the hash had peppers, onions, and a few other things, which was really good.
Yeah.
And then they gave me a jelly, which, okay, I was like, I was pretty what's the word? Cocky? No, not cocky. What's the word if you're like over? We'll pretend I didn't say that. Anyways, so
she thought that she could like it had like a little bit of spice in the name.
Spice because it was an apricot. What's that?
Sriracha.
No, it's
No.
Ghost pepper. No, I forgot it.
I don't remember.
Anyways, it was a pepper apricot jelly, which was so spicy. I ended up making her try it, and I only had like 2 bites. And I was done.
She took a bite and she went, mmm. And I was like, is it good? And she's like, mm-hmm.
It was.
I was like, and she's like, do you want to try it? And I was like, sure. Thinking like, oh, it looks good. And I was like, it kind of does sound spicy, but like if she likes it, like it must be fine. I took a bite of it and I was like, oh, like all of a sudden I tasted like all this fruit, and then like all of a sudden I felt like this burn in my mouth, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. It's a little spicier than like jalapeno jelly for sure. I
Just
can't
a
remember
little.
what pepper, but it was spicy. But it was really good. 10 out of 10 for me. What did you get?
Good. I got buttermilk pancakes, and it was so funny when the waitress took my order. She was like, I was like, okay, do I get how big are they? Because do I get the short stack or the tall stack? And she's like, you're gonna want to get the short stack. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I was like, thank you.
Yeah, well, the pancakes were like, what? A good round pancake? And they were
As
like
big as
2.
my face.
Yeah, they were humongous.
Yeah.
So did you get any sides with it?
I got two over easy eggs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, their eggs were actually really good.
They're really good. She got scrambled eggs.
I did, because I like scrambled, and they're better.
So today, obviously, is called Steep Thoughts, and she actually came up with the name of it. She's like, it's a tea podcast. We might as well, have a name that has to do with tea.
Of course.
Steep Thoughts. And basically, kind of like last episode when we said, kind of like imagine if, it's kind of like not would you rather questions, but
I don't know, it's kind of a little bit of everything questions.
yeah, a little bit of everything. And I think they're really good questions.
She came up with them, guys. That's why she said it. No, I'm joking. No, they're fun questions to answer. So,
but yeah.
okay.
Do you want to read off the
Yes,
first
I'll
one?
get into the reading off the
Okay.
questions.
Yeah.
Okay. The first one is, what if you had to swap lives with a cartoon character? Who would it be?
See, that's hard.
See, I gotta put some real brain thought into that because it's like there's so many that I like, but I not necessarily would want to be, you know? Okay.
But also, you have to think of like how the movie ends. And it's like,
Or what if it's just never-ending show? Because it also could be a movie.
I know, that's what I'm thinking of, like a cartoon character. Wait, are we thinking like old cartoon?
Okay, wait, are you
characters?
talking like animated? Is that a cartoon? Does that count as a cartoon?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Okay, cartoon's 2D drawn.
Yeah.
Okay, then let me rethink my answer. Okay.
Okay, you want to go first and say yours?
Okay, so mine probably doesn't count, but I would say strawberry shortcake. Not I know they had a cartoon like actually drawn, but no, I loved the one that they did a movie of the animation, and there was one. I don't know, it's kind of like a series of different movies in one movie. And there was one scene where they get nails, but they sing to the songs, and so they're always like, "Oh, I love these" in the beginning, and then they just kind of dread it. Okay, I'm going on a rant. Basically, I would want to live in, strawberry shortcake.
Okay. So I grew up watching like the older Strawberry Shortcake. So I don't know if it's the animated one or the cartoon one because it's been like a hot minute since I've watched it. I honestly don't remember, and I think that's a big thing that I don't remember if it's cartoon or animated, but it's fine.
Oh well.
But yeah, that would be a lot of fun to live in that world.
And it's so colorful.
Yeah. Wait, is that the one with the strawberries? That like they had the different colored strawberries?
Did she say is it strawberries from Strawberry Shortcake?
Shush. No, like the different colored strawberries in the field, and they'd pick like the different colored strawberries.
I don't know.
Oh. Okay. Mine. Okay, I'm like going for like real cartoon, like what, not animated.
Okay.
Sorry.
Are you basically calling me a cheater? My answer? That's alright.
I mean, you did say the older cartoon also. There is one.
Yeah, but I didn't like that one. I don't want to live in that world. I want to live in the animated world.
When I first heard that question, I thought it was animated, and I was gonna say Tangled because then I'd get a Mary Flynn Rider.
Whoa. That's actually.
Or Mavis from Hotel Transylvania.
That does count as a cartoon, though, doesn't it?
I don't know. You guys need to comment below if it counts or not. Because
I'd
say Tangled or Mavis from Hotel Transylvania.
You know what? But would you want to live with monsters?
I would be a monster.
Oh, period. Period. Good answer.
Yeah. Would you want to live with monsters? I would be one.
So wait, did you answer? Is that your answer?
Well, okay, if we're talking like if that counts, because that's like what my immediate thought went to, because that just makes sense. Like I'd either be Mavis or I'd be Rapunzel. Like that makes sense in my mind. But if we're talking about actual old-fashioned cartoons, I would probably want to live. Did you ever watch Little Bear when you were little?
No.
Well,
wait,
it's a little.
Like, is it Wee Wee Bears?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'd want to live like, I don't know if swap characters with Little Bear, but like somebody from that show, because literally that is like the most peaceful show. Okay,
wait, would you have not said the one with the bald boy and the dog?
The bald boy and the dog?
Yes, this is the one. It's one of your favorite shows, and I'm always like, oh, I never watched that as a kid. You need to watch it. And it's the bald boy and a kid.
The bald boy and the kid?
Yes. No, the bald kid and the dog. You know, he's one swirl, and then there's this girl with black hair.
Oh, Charlie Brown!
Yeah, isn't that your favorite?
Yeah, I'd be in Charlie Brown. I'd be Sally, and I'd find my Linus. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, I was like, I feel like I could never remember the name, but yeah, I feel like that was more you.
Yeah, I'd be in Charlie Brown. That's not Charlie Brown himself, though our personalities are very similar. But
are they?
Yeah, you've never seen it.
No, I've never seen it. Not really interested in watching it, but she's trying to force me to watch it every time I come over.
Yeah.
Okay. You can pick a question now.
Let's see. Which goodie did I pick out?
I don't trust this.
Okay. What if you had to wear one outfit for the rest of your life? What's the look?
Okay. That's a hard question. I'm a jean girly, so I can live, laugh, love in jeans. But does this count like while we're sleeping?
Yes. Actually, no, it says outfit.
Okay. So
I don't include pajamas in outfits. I'm saying like day outfit. Like,
okay, so I just wake up, put this on, and I'm ready. Okay. I
'Cause
would
I don't wanna sleep in
probably do a good mom jean
Okay.
with like a black buckle belt.
Okay.
And I have this like cute little orange top that's from American Eagle and has like a little sunflower on it. And I'll probably wear that because it's like a t-shirt. I can't wear a tank top because, you know, when it gets to winter. Yeah. And then if it's like, you know, in the summer, it's still like pretty breezy. So I feel like that would be the fit. And then probably my white Reeboks because I love those.
That's true. Yeah. That's really cute. I love American Eagle. So cute.
I do too. I have only one thing though. They're expensive. So I got that on sale.
Nice. Mine. Now I'm thinking about winter. Man. I'm gonna do bootcut jeans that are like light washed with just a couple rips in them. So that way if it's summer, then I get the rips. Yeah, like rips in them. Yeah, a couple rips. Because if it's summer, I want the breeze to get through, and if it's winter, I still want to be warm.
Is that how the rips work?
Yes. They're like air conditioning.
Okay. I guess. So then what's the top then?
I wouldn't wear a belt because I'm not a belt girly. I just can't get on board with that.
They just stay up like that?
Yeah. Hey, they fit me perfectly. If this is going to be an outfit forever, then...
You do want it to fit for a good while.
Yeah. For shoes, I'd probably go pretty basic. I have these like bright neon pink tennis shoes. Wear them all the time. And they're the ones that I wore for my Glenda costume.
Yeah.
They don't really go with everything, but I wear them with everything. So, you know.
Good enough. Works.
Yeah, exactly. And then for my top, probably, okay, if we're, you know, this is a fantasy world, okay? This isn't actually going to happen to us. So I'd probably pick my Peter Malark shirt that I wear all the time.
The black t-shirt?
Yeah.
Of course. Peter Malark.
Of course. I love him. And then I think that's everything, right?
Yeah.
I didn't do a belt. So shirt, pants, shoes.
Now, do you have any stylized socks?
Oh, yeah. I'd probably do my breakfast socks, which they have toast, eggs, bacon, and coffee. But I pretend it's tea because I don't drink coffee.
That's criminal.
Hey,
sure,
you know what?
Sure.
You know what?
I have these cute little socks I actually just got. I got them for track season. I don't know if you've seen them. But they're like little white socks and they have like little strawberries on them. Aww. And I've been wearing those like day and night now. Those are my favorite.
So proud.
You wouldn't guess where I got them.
Shein. Actually, my shirt is from Shein. And, you know, the skirt was almost from Shein. It's on Shein. But I got it from Amazon because
I got a Shein vest.
I was running out of time.
My little vest.
Yeah, Shein. Most of my outfit is usually all the way from Shein, but
yeah,
not
she's
today.
Like a Shein advocate.
I am.
She live, laugh, love Shein. That's all she ever wears.
You know, Shein, if you ever need like a model or somebody to advertise for you,
I have the girl.
Converted almost all of my friends to Shein. And
I know it's actually so bad because I'm like addicted now because I used to have all like Ross clothes. You know, I still like cheap clothes, but yeah, no, once you got me on that Shein, now I dropped too much on Shein. And yeah, it's a bad habit, but yeah. I like my clothes. So.
Yeah, and they're cheap.
They are.
Okay, you want to pick another question?
Yes.
I can't think of anything else to add to my outfit. I mean jewelry, but I'd probably do like gold hoops.
Me too.
And probably I have a necklace that I usually wear, but since this is a high neck,
you would wear the matching ones we have with the little rectangle that says I and yours says Z.
Yeah.
She would wear that, I think. I think so.
I did get it for her, and I love it. But usually,
And actually, you didn't put this on. She has got me and her a matching bracelet for Christmas, and we were actually based our whole outfits on these because hers is white, and so I wore black and she wore white, and she's not wearing it.
you know what? I will say, also, she's wearing another one of our matching necklaces.
What? I have like a million. It's a little moon, and she has like a little
Sun.
star. Oh,
A sun.
Yeah.
Because you're in the
Also,
moon
she's not
and
wearing it.
sun. Okay, you know what? This is a high neck, and I can only wear like this necklace is the only thing that did choke me on this button or this button.
Yeah.
Don't want to touch the mic. And I forgot about the bracelet.
We were even gonna do it when we got home, but that didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, what if you had to eat the same thing every day for a year? What's on your plate? Now, this is a question. It said every day for a year. So strictly 1 year, and then you can go back to eating whatever, right?
I'd probably do. Wait, do you want to do it first? Or you want to think about it while I tell mine?
You think.
Okay.
I mean, I think. You tell me.
Okay. Honestly, this is a meal. Like a meal, right? Or just one food?
It just says eat the same thing every day for a year.
Okay.
So now, does this count like one meal, or does it count breakfast, lunch, dinner? Because it says, what would you eat every day for a year?
I'm gonna say different. I'm gonna say
I feel like
lunch,
it would have to be
breakfast,
lunch,
dinner. Lunch, breakfast. Oh, wait,
Breakfast,
breakfast,
lunch,
lunch,
and dinner.
dinner. Yeah, I said it wrong. Okay, for breakfast, I'd probably do French toast, and with like a over easy egg, and let's do some strawberries, like a strawberry jam, and then powdered sugar.
Oh, powdered sugar like makes everything better.
It does.
Especially this French toast.
Yeah.
Top tier. Are you gonna have a drink? Not coffee though, huh?
No. Either some sort of fruity tea, or because it's breakfast, I want something that's like happy, you know?
Yeah.
Like I think of the afternoons and I'm like, ooh, cozy tea or something like that. But like in the morning, I'm like, okay, I need something to pep my step.
Like orange juice?
Either that or probably fruity tea, honestly. Mostly just a fruity tea. I don't know what kind. Oh, Cracker Barrel's peach tea? That's probably what
Hot
I'd
or
have.
cold?
Cold.
Oh, okay. I was thinking hot.
No.
Yeah, no. Cold sweet tea hits every time. I love it.
Yeah.
Especially my favorite all time is raspberry. Anything raspberry sweet tea.
So good.
So good.
So good. And then, so for lunch, let's do a Crunchwrap Supreme with no sour cream,
Bruh.
a nacho fry with their cheese sauce, and let's do a Baja Blast, a medium. That's my Taco Bell orders. Yeah.
Which I actually have never had a Baja Blast. Is it raspberry? Fanta, basically?
No.
What is
it? Not that.
What is? You don't even know.
I don't know what the flavor
is
of
it like a slushie though?
Oh yeah, you can get it in a slushie, but it's like bright blue, like teal.
I know what it looks like. I just never tried it. It's so good. I tried their. They have this one that's like dragon fruit mango tea. That one's horrible. It just tastes like watered down tea, and
it doesn't sound very good.
It's not.
Did you know Taco Bell has coffee?
Does it actually?
Yeah.
Like hot or cold?
I think cold. And then for dinner, let's do a medium rare steak. I just want pink on the inside, or maybe a little bit of red.
She's getting specific.
Hey, you know, if I'm gonna have this for a year, I want it to be good.
That is
with
true.
rosemary and garlic on the outside. So good. And then let's do some fried, seasoned, squared potatoes and some green beans.
Some green beans.
And let's do some lemonade to make it
add flavor.
Yeah. Or sometimes not a cocktail drink, but a mocktail, which is a non-alcoholic drink.
Have you made a mocktail?
Yeah, I make mocktails all the time.
You need to make one for me.
Okay.
I love a good mocktail.
I'll do that for you.
But, I low-key was not thinking about what I was wanting this whole time. I was just like invested in this. So for breakfast, Actually, this is easy for me because during the summer I make the same meal every day all through the summer, and it's really bad because I just wake up and I know exactly what I want. So I always made a banana strawberry smoothie, always so good, and of course I would have coffee as well because but you eat the smoothie first, and then you have coffee with your breakfast, which is always toast and eggs, scrambled eggs, preferred sourdough toast, and then with some peppers in the eggs.
To add a little.
Yeah. So I think that would be my breakfast. And then for lunch, I'm trying to think. Oh, okay, never mind. Classic ham sandwich with mayo, white bread, jalapeno chips, and some kind of fruit on the side, which would be like mandarin oranges and mangoes.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
What about for dinner?
And then for dinner, let's see. I definitely love anything with chicken. Okay, no, bacon wrapped chicken with like chili pepper on it, and then rice and Brussels sprouts.
Ooh, that sounds
I love
good.
Brussels sprouts. They're so good.
I have mixed feelings. As long as they're cooked right, I can eat them no problem. But if they're cooked wrong,
well, that's the problem. Everyone says they hate Brussels sprouts, but I think it's the way someone cooks them.
Yeah.
Because
I despise them until my mom made them a certain way. She like put them in our oven and we like turned it on to like air fry mode, and then we like seasoned them, and they were so good.
Yeah, that's really good. So Brussels sprouts, key signature.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. What's another one? Oh. Okay. Would you rather get everything you want but forget it the next day, or never get what you want but you remember everything clearly?
What? Reset, please.
Would you rather get everything you want but forget it the next day, or never get what you want but always remember everything, like clearly and stuff?
I'd rather forget, because I would be 100% happy every day anyways. If I, got what I wanted every day and I just forgot the next day, I'm going to be happy regardless of this day coming.
What does it mean forget? Like, all I can think of is like a list to go shopping. Like,
you go to an amusement park and it was so much fun, but tomorrow you forgot, But I would definitely say forget, because it says every day you get what you want, right?
Yeah. I don't know, but memories are really important to me.
They are?
I'd honestly probably...
But they're bad memories.
Not all of them.
Well, you don't know. You don't get what you want.
That's so true.
So, wouldn't you rather...
But isn't that life, though? Like, you don't get what you want. You have to work for it.
But you don't get what you want. That's the whole point of that.
You don't get what you want. No.
See, I feel like that's a no-brainer. You just get what you want every day and just happy. You're not going to be sad that you forgot yesterday, because today's even greater.
Fine, I do the first one because that makes the most sense.
That's my logic. I don't know. It just makes more sense to me. So I would definitely say,
does make sense.
Forget every day and get what I want.
Or get everything you want, but forget it the next day. Yeah, I guess I'd do that one. But I'd be so mad if I forgot. You pretty much have short-term memory loss.
And you know how many people survive with it? Have you seen 50 First Dates?
Sure.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get some more tea.
Lemonade, my bad.
Okay, so this one, when I was reading it out, I was telling Zivia about this the other day. So this question is, would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button for life? So now I personally said, if there was a delete button, that's what I would push. But would you rather pause or rewind? Now I feel like that goes into, people like regret. You can't regret the past. You just move forward. And I feel like if you rewind...
Are they saying rewind to fix things? But okay, we have learned this in movies. If you fix something, it changes something else.
Right?
So,
and you're like, it's supposed to be like that. And
like, I'd rather a pause button to almost like appreciate moments. Like if you paused it, then it's like, it maybe like how I envision it is if you had a pause button, be like you pause it and everything else stands, like everything standing around you just is still, like pauses in time. And then you're just looking around at the moment and like imagine like a birthday party or a wedding. I don't know. It's
more soak up the moment kind of.
Yeah, soak up the moment. Then being like, oh, I'm so tired of life. I just want to pause it. I'm like, you might as well, if you're tired of that point in your life, keep moving forward so that way you get to a new chapter.
Yeah.
Like keep reading the book so you can get to the next chapter. So
see, if I had a choice between rewind or pause, I would probably have rewind, but I won't use it. Do you have to use it? You didn't say that. Would you rather have which one? I'd rather have rewind, but I wouldn't use it. Okay. I mean, because like if it's like a simple mistake within the minute, you know, you wouldn't
so
like
you
not physically go back in time like, oh, that was a bad mistake I did, 3 years ago. I wish I could rewind. No, because I don't want to replay my life.
Yeah.
It's supposed to happen the way it happens. But if you're like, oh, I bumped something, and then it's just a quick rewind, or
like,
you said
or something gets dumped on the floor.
Yeah, or something like just within the minute. I wouldn't use it as an advantage.
I'm gonna go back 10 years and
no, I would just dropping that glass wasn't gonna make that much of a difference.
No.
Now in the movies it does, but not real life, right?
Right.
So
plus we're not like superheroes in the movie, like
exactly
like they are in the movie.
So I would say rewind.
Okay, that makes sense. But I still would probably do pause.
Good, so we can just share each other's remotes.
Exactly. If I make a mistake, you can stop me, and if you want to enjoy the moment,
I would be paused, but I know you can enjoy the moment.
I wonder if I like held your hand, you can enjoy it with me,
or you just get stuck holding my hand. Maybe. But okay, your question.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see.
What?
Would you rather always say what you were thinking or never be able to speak again?
Say what I'm thinking. I am very stern on what I say when I, already. So it's not much of a difference.
Yeah. Wait, does that mean you can never think in your head again?
No. I don't know.
Wait, does that mean like you're like I already talk out loud? But like those private conversations that you have with yourself, does that mean that it's always going to be out loud? Is that what that means?
Say what.
Because maybe I'll just. Because say what you're thinking. Like if you're having a conversation with someone, and you want to say something like, maybe they had like a breakup and somebody was trying to be like, oh, it's okay, and then they were like, you should have dumped him anyways. Is that what that means?
Maybe.
I don't know. No. But at the same time, I think I would just pick
say in your mind.
Yeah. But I just wonder if that's what that means,
By then, you would just train yourself to not think,
Mm-hmm.
If worst case scenario, you're gonna hear a lot of duh, so I don't say anything. But I don't know. I feel like I would say just say my mind. Because it's better to be out than in.
I feel like I tried to do my best to already do that.
Yeah.
Not in a rude way, but like if people want to hear my advice, I'm gonna tell them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it down slowly, but.
Yeah, probably not as harsh as you would in your mind. But
But yeah. Okay, your turn.
Okay, let's see here. Would you rather live your dream life for 5 years or a decent life forever?
Decent life forever.
I would have best life for 5 years. Because, if you had a decent life
I can come live with you for those 5 years and then you can come live with me.
And I'm like, bye guys. I don't know. I feel like that goes in the quote, live your life the fullest. I'd rather live my life the fullest for 5 years and just be done.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I guess that kind of does make sense. But at the same time, like, wait, can you reread it?
Yeah.
Because at the same time, it's kind of like, yes, you want to like, live your life to the fullest for those like 5 years. But even if you had a decent life, I feel like they're talking almost about like riches or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Might as well have like a decent life, like a good job, like family, like normal things happen. I feel like a decent life is what most people.
Yeah, but live your dream life. Like, what if your dream life is to be a stay-at-home mom with kids?
Do you have a decent life after that then? Is that what that means?
Says, would you rather live your dream life for 5 years or a decent life forever? I thought that meant you died after 5 years.
Oh.
That's why I said it, because I was like, future stresses me out, guys. I'm like,
honestly, well, if that's what that means,
then yeah.
Well, then I just go to heaven afterwards.
Yeah. And also, I don't know. I feel like thinking about the future.
Do you get like a terrible disease at the end of the 5 years? And you're like,
die of natural causes. I don't know. I feel like you just perish. Maybe.
Just perish. Disappear.
Yeah, but that's probably what I would say though. Because, I mean, if you've lived a great life, there's nothing else left to live. And then you're done. You don't have to stress out about, what about when I'm 60? You know? Do you ever think about that?
I mostly think about when, like, I don't know, you see all those elderly couples, and it's kind of like, you see how, like, frail they are and stuff. And that's what scares me. I'm like, I never want to be frail when I'm older. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. That's one of the hardest things to see. Like, not for just, like, looking at myself in the future and seeing myself as frail, but as in, like, just everybody. Like, I can't imagine my parents as frail, and, like, I don't know. It just, I'm like, eh. So I guess I'd rather take the 5 years.
Let's go with 5 years then.
Because then, after those 5 years, if I get a disease or I just disappear,
Then what? And you're done.
Yeah. Then I go to heaven and party
in Jesus' house.
Jesus. Let's go, Jesus.
Yeah. I feel like that's the way. 5 years, great life.
Okay. We'll spend it together. We'll find ourselves some husbands, get married.
We got a short time span for that, though.
Well, you zoomed in and now I'm lost. Okay. Okay. Would you rather be respected by everyone but feel lonely, or loved by a few and constantly feel judged by others? I'd choose the second one.
So, would you rather be popular but feel lonely, or be judged and don't feel lonely? Is that it?
Okay, so the second one is loved by a few but constantly feel judged by others. Which doesn't make sense because it's like...
So isn't that like life?
I guess it's like, would you rather be like respected by everyone but feel lonely, or be loved by a few and feel judged constantly? I feel like I still rather do the second one, because loved by a few, like, that could be like few as in like my family and my close friends, and I'm like,
it's also
okay,
like a stronger endearment kind of love rather than everyone just.
And also, I don't know, I feel like everybody already is so judgmental. Like just everybody in the world.
Yeah.
So where I'm like, aren't we already being
judged?
Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably what I would say, just because I feel like that just sounds like popularity in general. Like, people, like, they're popular and they always are just so lonely because they don't have any like close friends, because everyone just wants to be their friend, not to be there to be their friend.
Yeah, they just want the popularity
have
of being
those
their
close
friend.
friends.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, you want to pick one?
Yes.
I like that question.
Ooh, would you rather always be slightly cold or slightly uncomfortable? But depends what uncomfortable that means. Because, like
fidgety,
being
like
cold is uncomfortable, but I'd rather be slightly cold than uncomfortable, because I think if I was uncomfortable, I would go
and
crazy.
It's only slightly cold, and I feel like I'm already slightly cold, so it's kind of just living the life.
Yeah. It's like, but if you're slightly cold, even if you warm up, probably.
Yeah, I guess so. But I have a heated blanket, and I also have like a heated mat.
Counts, though. Because if you're always slightly cold.
I know, but at least you'd have like that heat. Like, even if it didn't change anything, you'd still feel the heat. It's not like the senses of physical touch is gone or anything like that. And it's only just like a slight. I kind of wonder if it's like, you know, that cool breeze that touches you and you shiver.
Mhm.
Kind of like that kind of
Yeah.
feeling, like a didn't expect that kind of.
Because I feel like that already happens more than anything.
Yeah.
And like, you know, when you like scratch yourself or something and you try to stop scratching because it gets scratchier the more you do it. I feel like it would be like that, where it's an ick that you just can't stop, and it would just bug me so much. So
Being uncomfortable all the time would be just too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Definitely being cold slightly all the time.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay, let's see.
We got through a lot of them, actually.
I know. What if you had to learn one new skill in a week or lose your phone forever? What skill are you picking? Honestly, mine would probably be like horse riding. Or actually knife throwing.
Nice.
I do that.
See, it depends, because I would love to do something like, what is it, calisthenics? I don't know, but like, you know, doing handstands or building, but that, you know, you have to build muscle to do certain skills. So like, I don't think that would be plausible if I did something like that. So I don't know, because I feel like that just comes with like, you know, what do they call it, muscle memory, which you don't get within a week. So it depends what kind of skill you like. Oh, learning guitar, or like, you know, you want to practice ice skating. See, those are things I want to do, but are not practical if I had to do them in a week, you know?
But this is just an imaginary game, so you can pick anything.
Girl, I think too much into it. Then I'd probably do ice skating.
Okay. I can see you do that.
I always wanted to be a figure skater.
Me too. We could have started a team together.
We could. We still can. Go out there in December.
Do you know how to ice skate?
I've been twice.
I've been once.
3 times, actually. 3 times.
I've only been once.
We need to go next December.
Okay, deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we can do the Outer Banks handshake. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
When did they do this?
Like all the episodes.
I never looked that.
Okay, can I tell you guys something? I love her.
But
so much.
But what?
When I tell her to watch a show,
I get to it actually.
You know, she spoiled. Well, no, she didn't spoil. No, I spoiled on accident. I even checked with her. I was like, hey, I want to show you this. Have you seen season 3 of Outer Banks? And she's like, oh yeah. She's like, I only have season 4 left. And I was like, okay, I want to show you this. And it was like this cute edit of JJ and Kiara. And it's like that one scene where they hug after something.
Yeah, okay.
And I showed her and she's like, whoa. And she's like, Zivia, you just spoiled that for me. And I was like, spoiled what? And she's like, I haven't seen that. And I was like, that's like the second episode of
Not
season
the second
3.
episode.
It is. I looked today to verify. I did my information checking.
I started season 3 at the end of summer, and I didn't get past a few episodes. But this next summer, it's gonna happen.
Hey, technically summer has started.
No, it has not.
Yes, it has.
Not until I get that diploma. That's when summer starts for me.
Fine. Thank you for joining us on the Sip and Tea podcast. Thank you, Bella, for joining us.
Thank you for having
Hope
me.
you're gonna come again.
Yes, hopefully. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell.
Yes, and don't forget to sip that tea!
When I think about animated, all I can think is Dandy Phantom. Or like, the one about Green Goose, Mom Goose, Make a Make, Chocolate Shake, you know, Timmy Turner. God Fairy Ferrets? God Fairy Ferrets? What is it? God Fairy Grandparents. You never watched that show as a kid? Well, it was a good show.
Oh yeah. Don't forget to sip that.
Oh, I forgot the saying. Sorry. That was so bad, but that's alright. That's a little quirky.